What do you see?
3 dead fish.
What do you see?
I see Scott Knowles.
What do you see?
I see a yellow submarine.
What do you see?
I see black spots of indulgence.
What do you see?
I see Shakalakaru.
What do you see?
I see Silence of the Lambs.
This one is what's inside. What do you see?
A symbolist movement that captivated an entire culture.
That's not what I thought that was. Ooh.
Hello, I'm Jane Goodall, and this is Symbolism in Theater, a documentary. Now, first of all, you may be wondering, well, what is symbolism? The use of symbolism represents ideas or qualities. But what about symbolism in theater? Symbolism in theater is an artistic and poetic movement of style that uses symbolic images or feelings or other artistic expressions to induce something. Not quite sure what, but that's not up to us now, is it? Harvard's library is beautiful. Some of my favorite books. What do you know? What is this again? Oh dear, it doesn't have a title. Ah, Rome, I thought so. Goodness, Rome. The history of Rome. We won't get into that. This is a documentary on symbolism, not Rome. What a fantastic book. Read it sometime. What about the Symbolist movement, you may ask, in theater? Well, the Symbolist movement was a desire to contact a reality beneath or beyond something that we couldn't attain using indirection, suggestion, ambiguity, and elusiveness. Now, the Symbolism movement began in the late 19th century and is used to offset realism, which was becoming popular in the early 19th century. Symbolism is more similar to Romanticism in that it is more vague and ambiguous, unlike realist theater. It emphasizes the action of the symbol rather than what is really happening. Now, symbolism began in the late 19th century to offset realism that had begun in the earlier 19th century. Symbolism began with a group of French poets in that century and really rose between 1885 and 1910. French poet Jean Moret actually published the Symbolist Manifesto in 1886, which greatly influenced symbolism theater and kind of gave symbolism a kickstart into reality. We're here today at Harvard University to visit some very renowned and special actors and directors that can help us with our understanding of symbolism theater. Let's visit them now.
Gong gong!
So I started my theater company, Symbolism Organisms, in 1972. I've never had very much luck with actors. It seems no one wants to focus primarily on symbolism. I don't know why. So this is what I've got. They aren't very serious, they aren't very bright, but I can boss them around as much as I want, so I basically feel like Meryl Streep, you know? All right! Back to work. You there, you there, you there, and I want you there. From the top!
Great Theseus is here! I was really nervous. I mean, when she asked me to be in this line to do the symbolism, I didn't know if I was going to be able to actually portray the symbolist movement properly. But she trusted me. One moment, I have to get back to the group.
So, here,
Here.
and then here,
Here,
here, here,
here.
here.
Right.
But then,
But okay.
It is like a birth.
do you understand? Do you understand the work we're doing?
I do. Do you understand the work? Okay.
Oh, this is so beautiful.
I have of late, but wherefore I know not, lost all my mirth, forgot all custom of exercise. Indeed, it goes so heavy with my disposition, that this goodly frame, the earth, seems to me but a sterile promontory. This majestic...
Stop! This is what I was talking about. What? You there? Is that depression or are you Agnes DeMille? I don't know. Listen, this... This monologue, what is it about?
It's about his depression.
His depression is growing, correct?
Yes.
Correct. One actor answering correctly, thank you. So the two of you, I don't need a dumb show back there. We can create the symbolism of depression merely by movement, right? So the two of you are normal, everyday people. Please act like humans. I don't know if you've ever spotted one before, but you are one. I would like the two of you to simply be passing by on the street, and as it goes on, you grow heavier. Everything is weighted down. Do you know which way is down? Do you? Would you point for me, up or down? Good. This is all I have to work with. I apologize. All right, can we try that?
Yes.
The Danish actor, director, and novelist Herman Bang described Lucinet Poe's staging of Rosmersholm as without any firm contours. The actors wander restlessly over the stage, resembling shadows drifting continuously on the wall. They like to move with their arms spread out, like the apostles in old paintings, who look as if they've been surprised during worship.
I have of late, but wherefore I know not, lost all my mirth, forgot all custom of exercise. Indeed, it goes so heavy with my disposition, that this goodly frame, the earth, seems to me but a sterile promontory. This majestic roof, fretted with gold and fire, why, it appears to me no more than a foul and pestilent congregation of vapors.
They'll never be Robert De Niro, but this is what we've got.
Gong gong! I don't understand. We're on the grounds of this university, and I'm sure I'm been swanned. So, as I was saying, this is this cask. It's really low. It's like a cracker with extra sides. It's like this little crab cracker that you put in a chili. And it's very multi-dimensional, and it's like a symbol of theater, with it being an actual.
I'm sorry, a thimble?
A thimble.
Thimble? I'm confused. What do thimbles have to do with theater?
I don't think you understood me. I said a symbol
Thimble.
of theatricality. Yes? Yes.
Okay. So, doctor, tell me a little bit more about the symbolism theater. What do you mean by that?
Well, it's all in my book.
Ah.
It's a symbolist survivalist guide to the symbols of theater. And I have this experiment where I go out onto the street and I tell random people that they don't know what symbolism is. Who were the creators of the symbols in theater? I'll go up to Shlomo Joe on the street and ask him, do you know a symbolist author like Oswald? Do you know who Oswald is?
No.
No.
No, I don't.
He was a pretty homosexual who wrote plays about the English aristocracy. And there's a whole clutch of strangers coming. Let us go interview with. This is all in my book. Have you bought my book yet?
I have 3 copies actually.
Oh, that's a lie. Excuse me, sir. Sir, I am an accredited doctor. And do you know what Symbolist Theatre is? Do you know some of the authors?
I think I've heard of
Oh,
one.
do you know who Polygingrick Miklik is?
No,
He was born August 29, August of 1862. And he was a very prominent Brussels, yes? Brussels symbolist author who wrote a play called The Blind in 1890. Do you know this?
I've heard of it. Yes.
See, this is all in my book. This making people know. Let's go. There's another one over there. Miss. Listen. Okay, I got this. This is all in my book. I wrote a book about symbolist
Hi.
authors.
Hello.
Nice. And so, do you know symbolist authors? That's interesting. That's in my book. There is a Russia. Do you know Russia?
I do know Russia.
Okay, so there's-
I have heard of it.
That's nice. So there's a Russian author. His name is Ivanov. Do you know Ivanov?
I'm related to him.
That's not true. So he wrote a play, because
Okay.
it's in my book. That's how I know. He wrote a play, Prometheus. Have you heard of Prometheus?
Is that like the movie with the aliens?
No, it is not the movie with the aliens. What year line? 1919 is when he wrote it. Very prolific. He translated a lot of works.
Great. Okay.
And then
Thank you.
miss, I'm not done.
Thank you. I have
No.
to go to class.
Miss,
Okay.
miss,
Okay.
miss,
Okay.
miss,
All
miss,
right.
miss. It's all in my book. Sir, I have a book, and it's about symbolist authors. Do you know any? So there was one. It's in my book. His name is Alpha Giré, and he wrote a really good play. Do you like plays?
I do.
So symbols are all around in this play. Those famous work. He wrote other things too. Did you know? It's in my book, and it's called the Ubu-Roy. Have you heard of Ubu-Roy?
I have not, but
Ubu-Roy, or as some people call it, Ubu-Rex. It is about a king, a tyrant. Do you know who tyrants are?
you're tired.
Donald Trump. Why you laugh? It's true. Anyway, so the symbols in Ubu-Roy is very prevalent. He lived in Line. It's in my book. Line in Paris in the 18th of things. Did you know?
I didn't,
It's in my
but-
book. Now he knows. See, this is what you may go now. So this is what I was talking about. Is when you bring the symbols to the people and the authors, like Giré, Ivanov, and Grecher, The most people are gonna, yes, and this is a microphone. Gong gong!
This French person who will be speaking to us about some symbolism in important plays that we've seen in history.
Gong gong!
Hello, I am Jean-Pierre Dunarier, and I am here to discuss symbolism from France. Symbolism originated in France, and it was beautiful. Some of my favorite objects of symbolism are in Strasbourg's A Dream Play, wherein Indra is representative of his worship of the human body, but it is also conflicted with the disgusting acts of a dung pile, a chrysanthemum, and a castle, which all come together to show the beauty of art juxtaposed with the disgustingness of the human body. This is all strung together in some form of sadistic play, wherein the logic is lost in the beauty of dream. Oh. In the Théâtre du Art and the Théâtre du Livre, we have the beautiful and wondrous translations by Stephanie Malade of Edgar Allan Poe, my favorite of which, The Raven, featuring the beautiful Lenore. Oh, Lenore, featuring his obsession. Oh, he could not withstand his grief, and his loss. Oh, and the Raven representing his grief over the loss of his beautiful Lenore. It comes knocking, ever knocking. Still, he grows. Nevermore. Nevermore.
I am loving this new piece. Oh, art. So, tell me about this play.
Well, the play is The Bengal Dagger at the Baghdad Zoo. It takes place in 2003. But the most fascinating part is its illustration of the greed involved in the Iraqi invasion of the Americans. You see, so this man, he invades, and he's a soldier, and he's teasing this dagger, who's representative as the entire Middle East people as a whole. And so he's teasing this dagger, and he's just poking it, and he bites his hand off. and it's the injury of all the poor lost soldiers. But, and in retaliation, the man murders the tiger. Oh, and this tiger, this representation of all Middle East, becomes a ghost of its former self, simply wandering around the play, haunting this man, driving this man into suicide. Oh, but his friend returns to Baghdad, returns to the hospital where he lost his hand, in seeking the golden gun and the golden toilet seat, which represent the riches that they have stolen from the Middle East. Oh, it is very powerful indeed.
So, all this to say that the tiger is representing how the Middle East is tormenting America?
No, it's not tormenting, it's a haunt.
Oh, I see.
The actions they have done against the Middle East, it haunts them and it fears them and it drives them into madness of fear. You see? Now you do not see. She's an idiot. She's American.
Thanks for tuning in today and watching our documentary on symbolism in theater. Again, I'm Jane Goodall, and we are sponsored by PBS and Nike. And next week, why Scott Knowles has so many handouts. Tune in next time.
So, you think the party's gonna last forever, and you'll always fly this high, but that depends. The higher the high, the harder you're gonna crash back down when it ends.
You know what I find very alluring about this symbolistic piece is that the children are growing the plant with their father, or being supplanted with Mother Earth on top of them. It's how we need to correct the environment. And also, I think that little girl's gonna grow up to be a crackhead.
That's a green,